Go for it, Karuna.
Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Krishna Das Swami Iti Namine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatyadeshatadini Samsaradavanararidaroka Pranaya Karunya Ganadhanata Praptasya Karyana Gurnanavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Vaditra Madhyanana Surasena Romanchakam Pashrutaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shri Vigraharadhanityanana Shringaratan Mandiramarjanado Yuktasya Bhaktam Shrinyuntatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasad Sadhana Trita Naribhakta Sangha Hridvaiva Triti Bhajata Sadaiva Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinam Shri Radhika Madhavayorapara Madhurya Leela Gunarupanamna Praptakshina Swadana Rolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinam Nikunjayono Rati Kheli Sikai Yayali Bhiryo Kira Pekshaniya Tatrati Daksharati Vallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinam Sakshadhari Dena Samasta Shasai Uktastatha Bhavyata Eva Sadi Kintu Prabhurya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinam Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado Yasya prasadanagati kutopi dhayantu vam tasya yasya srisanyam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinam Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Shraddha Swaraj, Jaya Krishna Das Maharaj, Jaya Krishna Das Maharaj, Jaya Krishna Das Maharaj, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Pramanandi, Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much. Very beautiful as always. So I'd like to welcome all the devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining. Very nice occasion of Vyasapuja celebration for our Guru Maharaj. What we were thinking we do is start with Aarti, Guru Puja, and we still recording. Oh, it doesn't matter. Start with Guru Puja and Atma. I hope you're there, and I'm glad you haven't hidden yourself. Thank goodness.
I forgot actually.
I would have found you. And would you like to sing Guru Puja?
Sure.
Okay, great. Let me find it. And after that, I was thinking if devotees like to share their offerings or any homage to Guru Maharaj, that will be great to hear. We'll start with Madhusudan Prabhu, the senior most, not just in age, but initiation. And that'd be really nice to hear his realizations. He's got so many. And then Pashuram, like to hear you, Sitaram, Karuna, all these wonderful devotees. Thank you very much for joining. It's such amazing to be in touch with devotees who normally we wouldn't get the opportunity because we'll be in different parts of the world. But it's so nice that we are able to come together like this. So, Shri Guru Charana. Let me just find the button. Okay. Oops, what happened? Okay, Atma, all yours.
Shri Guru Charana Kevala Bhakati Satma Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Satma Pandamui Savadana Mate Bandhamoe Savadana Mate Yahara Prasade Bhai E Bhavatoriya Jai Yahara Prasade Bhai E Bhavatoriya Jai Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Krishna Prapti Hoya Hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Guriva Vakya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Guriva Vakya Arana Kariya Mane Asha Arana Kariya Mane Asha Shri Guru Jarane Rati Aise Uttamagati Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttamagati Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asha Ye Prasade Pure Sarva Asha चक्षुदान दिल ये जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चक्षुदान दिल ये जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति आहा होइते अविद्या विनाशयते प्रेम भक्ति आहा होइते अविद्या विनाशयते वेदिकायाः रचरिता वेदिकायाः रचरिता श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आधमा बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आधमा बंधु लोकनाथ राजीवाना हा प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पादा छाया हा प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पादा छाया यश दुष त्रिभुवाना यश दुष त्रिभुवाना श्रीला प्रभुपाद पतित पावना प्रभुपाद पतित पावना श्रीला गुरुदेव पतित पावना गुरुदेव पतित पावना जय प्रभु Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Gurudeva 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 Jaya, Gurudeva.
You wanna? Yes, please, please, please. Go ahead, go ahead.
Srila Prabhupada ki,
Jai.
Srila Guru Maharaj ki,
Jai.
or Premanande, Hari Hari
Very, very
Bol.
very good. Hey, Atma, didn't realize there's verses after that.
I also never realized that.
Oh, I was going to ask you to sing those. This is crikey.
Wow.
Karuna, where's these verses come from?
Yeah, these are only in KK songs.
Ah, so have you sung these before?
No.
Oh, wow. Hey, amazing. Anybody, I mean, sorry, Atma, would you like to have a go? Otherwise, we'll pick on Karuna.
Please pick on her, no problem.
We pick on her every day. Let's pick on you today.
Just want to see. Vaishnava Charana Renu Bhushana Gauriyatanu Vaishnava Charana Renu Bhushana Gauriyatanu Yaha hoi te anubhava Yaha hoi te anubhava Majana hoi bhajana Sadhu sange
Atma, we can't hear you.
You're really faint. Or is it our side?
No,
We
we
can
can't
hear
hear her. She's faded away.
Yeah.
We can hear you, okay, but not Atma.
Yeah.
Ah, well, we'll have to pick on Karuna.
Or maybe we can go to this later.
Oh, we can come back to it, yeah. Let's read the translation.
Okay.
Let's read the translation, actually. Anybody like to, maybe Kamakshi, would you like to read the translation?
I'm ever ready to read the translation, you know that.
Go for it, go for it. Good.
Okay, Hare Krishna, all glories to Sri Guru Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. I bow down to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is a perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my dark eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord with birth, with afterbirth. From him, ecstatic prema emanates. By him, ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor, and the Lord and the master of the devotees. O Loknath Goswami, O Master, be merciful unto me. Give me the shade of your lotus feet. Your fame is spread all over the three worlds. By making the dust of the Vaishnava's feet the ornament of my body, ecstatic love comes. Washing the Vaishnava's lotus feet is my method of worship. By always associating with the Vaishnavas, I shall overcome the darkness of ignorance. Do you want me to carry on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
O Srila Sanatana Goswami and Srila Rupa Goswami, who are two deep wells of nectar of pure love, two personifications of the splendid nectar of the divine couple, and two desired trees by whose mercy the entire world is free from suffering. All glories to you. In your books, you two great souls clearly describe Prema Bhakti. You are reservoirs of the sweet nectar of the divine couple. Hearing about you brings bliss to the heart. Their sweet mellows are my shelter. You are fabulous, wealthy, possessing ecstatic love for the youthful divine couple, a love more precious than gold purified in 10,000 flames. O Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, all glories to you. I beg you, please give me the charity sum of these jewel necklaces. I shall eternally engage in the ninefold process of devotional service, which is the essential message of Srimad Bhagavatam. And I shall not worship the demigods. Oh, brother, I say to you, devotional service is the most exalted kind of worship. Making the words, the words of the Guru, sadhus, and sastras one with my heart, I constantly float and swim in the ocean of pure love. I am different from the karmis and jnanis who have no devotion for Krishna. Narottam speaks the truth. Hare Krishna. Thank you for letting me do the reading.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Shri Guru Charana Padma by Narottam Das Thakur. Srila Prabhupada ki jai,
Jai
Guru
Guru
Maharaj ki
Jai.
jai, Thai Guru Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. So I wanted to request Madhusudan Babu, would you like to start the proceedings, the homages to Guru Maharaj? Would you like to?
Jai. Okay. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Great.
Hare Krishna. Jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Guru Maharaj ki jai. Jai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimate Krishna Das Swami Iti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi. Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pashyada Desatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Chaitanya Advaita Gadadhar Sivasati Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Prabhupada ki. So, Jai, dear Guru Maharaj, it's been quite a while now under different circumstances. So, what I given the opportunity to at least say a few words that can glorify on this wonderful day, which is your appearance day, so kindly please accept my obeisances first of all, and on behalf of all the other devotees, I can just extend, expand, and glorify and say a few words that can give tribute to your contribution to Srila Prabhupada's movement in his service. You've dedicated your whole life to that, and we've been a witness to it because you've allowed us to serve you in small ways that we could. I was fortunate enough to have become aware of some some Indian sannyasi at Burry Place Temple years ago. I did not get to know you then. I didn't know who you were or anything, but I was aware of it when I attended for about 3 weeks. Every evening, I used to go to the Burry Place Temple. And the Burry Place Temple was unique, amazing, because Prabhupada had installed Krishna, Sri Sri Radha Landanishwari there. And I was fortunate enough to attend some programs there. And I know I was aware of some Indian sannyasi there. So that's where I had glimpses of you, but I had not become aware of you. And then I was fortunate to have come across you on some Sunday classes that you used to give at the Bhaktivedanta Manor. And when I visited and stayed a few weekends, I was aware of your presence there. But at that time, you were a young man, 40-year-old, very energetic, very dynamic. And, you were very enthusiastically preaching. You gradually developed the congregation in the London area by preaching very strongly the principles of Sanatana Dharma. You had met Srila Prabhupada at the manor and decided to, not decided, but certainly dedicate your whole life. You decided to take sannyas. When Prabhupada asked you, you can help me. You want to preach Sanatana Dharma. So am I. I'm doing the same. So you can help me. And you decided to help Srila Prabhupada, but you did take permission from your guru. You wrote a letter to your guru in Bharat asking for permission. And your guru was so liberal and encouraged you to go ahead and serve Srila Prabhupada, and which you did, and you took sannyas and gradually developed the yatra in UK, not just around London, but elsewhere. And we were fortunate to meet you through other devotees, like, for example, when Trikalagya was mentioning how he met you and started serving you at the manor. And we used to visit Trikalagya and his Dharampatni, Tangavidya. We had the opportunity to associate with you more and more. You had already been coming to Coventry. You'd already established a nice little temple at the Mataji's, whom you initiated and named her Vishnu Priya, who had two lovely son and daughter, Muna and Sunil. That's what their name was. But then you initiated them as well, took them under your shelter as well. And you'd installed a deity, and we held wonderful programs at that house. She offered her house every Saturday where we used to have Namata programs. You came there so many times and gave so many wonderful programs. It was our duty to go to the manor, pick you up, bring you to Coventry, drop you back. And in that way, we associated with you closely. But you were just sannyasi at that time. And then I'd been initiated by Bhagwan Das before. And then when he left the yatra and all that, and then after about a year or so, you were helping us to keep the community of devotee that we had developed in Coventry and held it together. There was confusion and so much misunderstandings and all sorts of things going on at that time. But you were so staunch and so strong on Sanatana principles, Sanatana Dharma principles, that you held it together for us, encouraged us, and dedicate ourselves to Srila Prabhupada. And the way you were dedicating yourself to Srila Prabhupada. So in that way, you did the same. You encouraged us to do the same. And then when you were asked, and then you were given permission to initiate, then some of the early disciples of yours dedicated their time and life to you as well in your service. But when we were singing this Sansara Dava Danavida Loka, I could remember driving up on M1 with another devotee called Anil. We're both bringing you from Manor to Coventry. And on the way, it was dark and it was really about 10 o'clock at night, driving up on M1. And you were describing at that time how so many Indians from the Indian community and so many other people felt that they missed out the opportunity of taking initiation from Prabhupada when he was around. And they missed the opportunity because Prabhupada was around in London. He used to visit so many households and setting up the Bury Place Temple and Radha Londonishwari and the Manor. And when you mentioned that, you know, people miss the opportunity of taking initiation, taking shelter of Prabhupada properly. But when you were describing all that, then I felt in my heart as well that, you know, you're sitting here, Gurma, next to us, and you don't know, that's a wonderful opportunity to actually then, that's when I asked you that, what would you name me, Guru Maharaj? And then he looked at me and said, what do you mean? I said, well, what would you name me if I was to take this? And then that's the time when you gave me the name Madhusudan. You blessed me, and then we sang that prayer, Sansara Dava, all the way on M1 to Coventry. That was a wonderful time spent with you. Those moments cannot be described, but I hold that dear to my heart eternally, because that was one opportunity. There was a slight mistake in our singing and you corrected us then. This is the devotee Anil, whom you initiated as well. His name was Ayodhya, but I don't know where he is nowadays. I haven't met him for years, but he was nicely serving you as well in many ways. So in that way, you've given us association. You stayed very strong in your Sanatan principles. Whenever you said Bharat Mat ki jai, Go Mata ki jai, Sat Sanatan Dharma ki jai, now we start to understand the value of Sanatan Dharma, how superior Sanatan Dharma is intellectually, spiritually, and socially, economically, in many ways. Because Sanatan Dharma is based on the initial instructions given by Lord Krishna according to the Vedas. And as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Vedescha sarvaham Vedescha, that through the Vedas, I am to be known. Krishna is the conclusion of the Vedas. He is the origin, the conclusion, and everything resolves in Krishna. So, as I'm looking at some of these pictures, and I see that Ayodhya, whom you initiated in the pictures as well. I don't have many
A lot of the
pictures
pictures
like
are
these.
from him anyway. He took a lot of these pictures.
Yeah, he traveled around a lot with
Yeah,
Maharaj.
that's
I
right.
never had the opportunity like that to travel with Maharaj, with Bharat, or but all my service was just in Coventry here in UK, taking him around to Walsall, Birmingham, Leamington, and Southall and places like that. So amazingly, look, that is again. I don't know, amazing. Anyway, there was good times that we spent together. And towards the end, in the last year or so, you always allowed me to come and give my offerings whenever there's an opportunity. Whatever I had to say, I tried to say it from my heart, like I am trying to say it now. I'm not very good at putting things in paper and all that. I'll impromptu say, at the moment from my heart, whatever comes. But it's due to the mercy of Sri Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj that I still keep my heart open to the teachings of Lord Krishna and Sanatana Dharma. How magnanimous the Vedas and Sanatana Dharma. Like I said, it is so superior intellectually from any other teachings you may find anywhere. You know, many other scriptures are there, many other teachings are there. It transcends Mayavad, impersonalism, and Lord Chaitanya's mercy extends through the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, a great warrior, a great teacher, and he was a headmaster. And this is a lovely picture with Trikalagya in the background. This was when we also supported Trikalagya in the manor, the fight for the manor, Save the Manor campaign, whom Guru Maharaj never gave up. These are all pictures from there when they were, some of these pictures are from there. So it's wonderful to glorify Maharaj and his life, and hopefully we are able to do more in the future through the platforms that are created now with Nabi and his Dharmapatni. The both of them working hard, dedicated to doing something towards Maharaj and his memorial in Vrindavan or with Trikalagya, and so many wonderful moments we've spent. I remember a time when I had to take Maharaj to the hospital in Coventry here, admit him. So I took him to the ward, and the bed was all ready. Maharaj just settled him down. And just for a moment, I just turned around my back and faced to look over the car park. And Maharaj said, "Beta, what are you doing? Why are you facing, looking at the car park? Look at me, face me, and talk to me." And I realized how foolish I am to turn my back at Guru Maharaj like that. I should be actually facing him, serving him. So that was a bit of a correction that he made. Otherwise, I never felt Maharaj ever chastised me at any time. He was just so kind and gentle. And that's been my fortune. But I have not been a perfect disciple. I'm a bungling, fumbling devotee, as you might call it. But I have faith in Guru Maharaj. And as it said that, I was reading a little section from Chaitanya Charitamrita where it says that the spiritual master gives the Bhakti Lata Bij. And that Bij is, a Bij is anything that you start, you plan, even a plan that we make for a business, for any enterprise, any project, that is a seed, it's a beginning. Everything is a beginning. So that's a seed, a Bij. And that Bij is given by a spiritual master, but that there can be Bijs for so many different things. Even for impersonalism, so many gurus are there to take you on a path towards impersonalism and yoga, and so many teachers are there, so-called gurus. But the real bona fide guru who can give you Bhakti Lata Bij, transcendental devotional service to Lord Krishna, that can only happen through a bona fide spiritual master who is coming in parampara, connected through Lord Chaitanya and ultimately Lord Krishna. So we were fortunate to have that bona fide spiritual master. And it is said in the verse that a disciple and a spiritual master are never separated. Physically, they may be separated, but through Vani and through Vapu, that we understand that concept. So we never separated. I never feel separated from Guru Maharaj any day. I just feel he's always around. His mercy is always there. Those who wants to remain in his shelter, His mercy will always be there. And Srila Prabhupada's mercy will be through that as well. So Guru Maharaj, like a young man, like I remember seeing you at the manor in some of these pictures. These are some of the pictures of so many devotees. But you helped us keep the community of devotees in Coventry. One of the hardest things is to build a community of devotees and keep them together. It's easy to bring up a building and then people can fight over the buildings. You can have properties and this and that, but to keep a deep community of devotees where you can get a good association, that's a hard thing to keep going. Because so many within the community may come with ulterior motive. But we were fortunate to have people like Rampal, who came and served Guru Maharaj as well. Nabi, because we supported and went to South London, and it's a wonderful community developed there as well. Also in Coventry, like, Nanubai and his Dharampatni, and they served very nicely. So they all became part of a community of devotees in Coventry, whom we kind of maintained. And that was all by the mercy of Guru Maharaj, who kept us together. So I hope that you forgive me my offenses that I keep committing all the time. And still hard to keep up with the instructions. You told us to learn the Bhagavad Gita. I can't remember a lot of the verses now at my age. Brain cells are slowing down. But this is Pitamba. Look, one of my ex-students from Sydney Stringer as well. And that's Anand Vijay, one of the other disciples. He met Guru Maharaj at my house here. And he asked challenging questions to Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj resolved his confusions and established Sanatan Dharma within his heart. And Anand Vijay dedicated his life to serving Guru Maharaj wonderfully as well. So thank you very much for all the devotees who give me association as well and keep me inspiring, keep me going as well. And I thank you very much. Guru Maharaj ki jai, Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you so
It
much.
was always wonderful to hear about Guru Maharaj's achievements whenever he went to Mauritius and South Africa. When he came back, he used to tell wonderful things about all the disciples there. And we always felt, we got a family up there. And today we are connected in some strange way to some of those disciples, like Karuna Bandar singing wonderfully. And she is from Mauritius. And then I met Madhu Mangal, wonderful from Botswana. Used to hear about Botswana's temple there and Botswana's community of devotees. But he's a nice devotee as well. So my obeisances to all the wonderful devotees. Thank you very much. Hari Bol. Hare
Hey,
Krishna.
Krishna. That was good timing. We just finished the slideshow.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry if I've gone on
No,
for
very
it, but
good. No, it's good.
That's just from my heart. I never prepared anything. I didn't know what I was going to say, but
No, thank you.
it comes out
Yeah,
the
no,
way Krishna wants it to. So, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
thank you.
I don't know if my Dharampatni wants to say a few
Yeah,
words
go
or
for it.
not, but
And then Pashuram,
she,
if you're there. Yes, yes, please, Kamakshi. After Kamakshi, Pashuram, Prabhu, and then Madhu Mangal. So yes, go for it, Kamakshi. You there?
Yes, I'm here. Hare Krishna. I haven't prepared either, but I'll say something from my heart. Yes, becoming Krishna conscious. I was on a slow gear, as you might have realized. My husband had initiation long time before me. But reading Prabhupada's biography and then validated by Krishnadas Maharaj just gave me that inspiration, and I got initiation from him. And he inspired my whole family. So I'm indebted for that. So Guru Maharaj, thank you so much for your kindness. You enjoyed my cooking. That was a bonus for me. and we miss you. So wherever you are, Krishna look after you. Radharani shower her mercy on you. Thank you very much. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Kamakshi. Nice. Okay. Guru Maharaj ki jai. Pashuram Prabhu, yes, go for it.
Hare Krishna devotees, all glory to Sri Prabhupada, all glory to Guru Maharaj. Prabhu, I think with due respect, I think let some devotees more senior than me read the offering, and then I go through.
But
No, I think so.
relation-
With due respect, give them the opportunity further. I will remind afterwards.
Okay. No, that's very humble of you. But you are very senior. And
No. They are more senior than me, Prabhu. Let them read first, and then I will read mine.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Now, Madhu Mangal Prabhu, would you like to? Because I know you always have a busy schedule. Ah, good.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna everyone. I mean, based on what Parshuram Prabhu said, I should be at the back of the queue. So I'm happy to have it go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Om Jnanatirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukham Garoti Vachalam Pungham Langayate Kirim Yatkripa Tvam Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaraham Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Krishnadas Swami Niti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshtarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Dear Shri Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories at the dust of your lotus feet. And all glories to the wonderful Vaishnavas that are here. It's so beautiful to be in the association of all my God brothers and God sisters, and to hear the glories of Shri Guru Maharaj. It's truly wonderful. I remember whenever we would say our offerings, Guru Maharaj, and we'd offer our humble obeisances, Guru Maharaj would say, accepted. You know, he would always interact with the Vyasapuja offering. So that's very beautiful. And it's so nice to see that spirit of togetherness here. So yeah, I really appreciate that. And I want to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to speak about Guru Maharaj. I remember when I was young, whenever Guru Maharaj came from his travels, when in Botswana, we'd welcome Guru Maharaj from the airport, have a big kirtan, and then we'd do Guru Puja, and then we'd sit down. And it always felt like the world stopped at that point in time. Everything just stopped. And Guru Maharaj would sit down on the sofa, and we'd sit down on the asana, and we'd sit down around him. And he would explain, like most of the time he came after a year. So he would talk about where he had been. And it was always amazing because we lived in a closed world, so to speak. We didn't know really what's happening anywhere in the world. And Guru Maharaj would say, yes, I was there in the UK. Then we did this, and this. Then I went to Bharat. I had darshan of, Radha Vrindavan Chandra and Krishna Balaram. And he would explain, take a nice 2 hours, 3 hours, and tell us where he had been. And we'd be able to connect with that. And it's really nice when we see these photos that Navindan Prabhu is sharing and the various pastimes that we hear from the devotees. We can then connect to that because it was just amazing how Guru Maharaj would transport us. And one thing that would be very clear when we'd hear from Guru Maharaj, and Nandini and I were reflecting on this a few days ago as well, was the pioneering spirit of Guru Maharaj, the impact he did across the globe. And I mean, we were talking about just starting even high level with regard to projects, and the amount of impact Guru Maharaj has done, and no disrespect to anybody else in any sense, but when we talk about, like, I've been from Botswana to South Africa to the UK. When we start off at the UK, I mean, if you just talk physical assets or temples that Guru Maharaj established, you can see, you know, at the manor, I mean, the manor temple itself was there, but when Guru Maharaj got involved, the patron system, the Save the Manor campaign, you've got the temple in Coventry, temple in South London. Guru Maharaj used to go to Leicester, Birmingham, but I mean, from a temple perspective, one individual having established a temple in South London, in Coventry, then you come all the way to South Africa, and then Guru Maharaj was involved in Durban, firstly in the development of the Durban temple, but then he himself established Ladysmith, Escort, Newcastle. That's 5 temples already by one person. Then you sort of come out of South Africa, go to Botswana, then you have Botswana 6, you know, then you go to Mauritius, you know, and then we have 2 temples there, and Guru Maharaj was very, very active in the preaching in Mauritius. That's temples. Then you look at festivals, you know, you zoom back to the manor. Guru Maharaj started the Ram Navami festival there. Guru Maharaj started the Dashera festival there. Guru Maharaj started Gita Jayanti. And then you come back, and as you go through all these places, Guru Maharaj pioneered so much. Often we find as individuals, we struggle to maybe maintain one yatra, one festival, or one program like that. But Guru Maharaj was so expert. Expert is the only word I can use, that he knew how to mobilize devotees, mobilize Lakshmi, and mobilize manpower, like nobody I've seen. So this is a wonderful glory of Guru Maharaj, that, you know, he could go wherever he wanted and inspire devotees. And I always liked hearing it from Guru Maharaj. He said, give me a place where nobody wants to go, you know, and I'll go there. And often reminded me of the Pandavas when they left Hastinapur and they started off their new venture with the land of snakes and, you know, and all of that, where they created Indraprasth, you know. They didn't have, they said, give us anywhere and we'll take it. So that was the amazing spirit of Guru Maharaj, is he could create magic anywhere he went, and he could inspire devotees. And I often pray that I also may, even 1% of that mood of, and it wasn't of going to conquer a place, it's of compassion, that, you know, I'm here, how can we make everyone Krishna conscious, you know? How can we spread this glory of Mahaprabhu? How can we spread the glories of Krishna? So he was really, really expert at that pioneering spirit. And you don't get to see that much in modern times. Devotees focus maybe on one temple, one yatra, one project, but that was really wonderful to see that Guru Maharaj should go far and wide and spread and have that heavy impact that he did. So we were just reflecting on the pioneering spirit of Guru Maharaj. And then another really beautiful aspect of Guru Maharaj was his 100% reliance on Krishna. In any situation, in anything, he always relied 100% on the Lord, and he taught us how to do that as well. You know, I often remember there used to be some issues sometimes in Bharat regarding Kalkidam temple and the land and the neighbors causing trouble. And sometimes, you know, Guru Maharaj would be with us in Botswana, and he'd get a phone call that there's some problem or something happening somewhere. And his immediate reaction would be to just remember Krishna, because he knew everything belongs to Krishna. And if Krishna desires, all obstacles can disappear. So he would be 100% focused on chanting, focused on remembering Krishna. I remember one time we came for Mangalarti, we attended the morning program, and I was there with my Pitaji, and he looked at my Pitaji, and this is a working day, right? So he looked at my Pitaji and he said, "You're not going to work today." My Pitaji looked at him and he said, "Today we're going to do we're going to recite Ramayana all day long, right? You and me together, just 2 of us. We don't need anybody else. You and me all day long are going to do the Sundarkand, you know?" And Pitaji looked at him, and I'd never seen my Pitaji do this before. He just said, okay. He didn't worry about the workplace or anything, so I'll just phone them and tell them. And he's a teacher, so you really have to go to school. I mean, I haven't seen a teacher that calls in a sick day, you know, and most teachers do go to school. So he didn't go, and both Guru Maharaj and him, from morning till evening, just did Sundarkand. And by evening, Guru Maharaj said, the issue has gone away, you know. So it was so nice that Guru Maharaj wasn't trying. I mean, Guru Maharaj in his own capacity can do many, many things, but he wasn't relying on himself in a sense. He was just relying on Krishna. So that was wonderful to see that, you know, for us as well to reflect. I mean, if we look at the world today, it's a messed up place, you know. Every single place there is something happening, you know. We're seeing in South Africa riots and fighting, floods, this and that, and COVID. There's so much anxiety that people are going through. But Guru Maharaj showed us a simple way that if you rely on Krishna, you can pass through any hurdles, any obstacles. And Prabhupada showed us this. So it's an example of the previous acharyas. There was a time in the 1940s when they were bombing Calcutta, and everybody was trying to escape and run. And Prabhupada said, where will you run? Where will you hide? Just chant Hare Krishna and you'll be protected. So like this, we see that, you know, the previous acharyas, their reliance on Krishna is very much fully firmed. I also just wanted to talk about how Guru Maharaj was very conscious. Guru Maharaj is very conscious about how our actions either uplifted us or brought us down, you know. The very, very little detail, some things that we didn't even focus on, Guru Maharaj would see, you know. And from that, sorry.
What do you mean?
You just say Haribol to everyone.
Hey, Krishna.
Can I go to the poll?
Yes, you can.
No, we can't.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so Guru Maharaj was very particular about what actions uplifted us or brought us down. And not so much so that we saw them, but Guru Maharaj would see them. You know, and that was wonderful because I always felt when Guru Maharaj was around that, you know, once you felt a bit more conscious that, you know, what is my action? What is my activity? But it was good because Guru Maharaj did that. We become more refined, you know. I remember one devotee was hanging Guru Maharaj's clothes on the line and he was watching from the window. And the devotee came inside and I was serving Guru Maharaj at that time. And Guru Maharaj said, what were you thinking of? And devotee said, Guru Maharaj, I'm just thinking of your clothes and hanging them. And Guru Maharaj said, that's not good enough. He said, Guru Maharaj said, chanting 16 rounds is not good enough, you know. He said, we have to 100% constantly be thinking about Krishna in every action that we're doing. Otherwise, it's not good enough. So he was very conscious. So maybe he foresaw that, you know, sometimes our brain takes us places. We may be doing a certain activity, but our consciousness and mind is somewhere else. But the lesson there was that we should, whatever we do, if we can think of Krishna in that, then that activity is purified and we're purified. I remember also, we had the groundbreaking ceremony in Botswana, and we had a devotee from Mauritius come and do the ceremony. And once the ceremony and everything was done, he was there for a week. So we thought, you know what, we have some extra time. Let's do something with this devotee, you know. Our young minds are thinking aloud. So we thought, you know what, we're in Africa, let's do safari maybe, you know. So let's take this devotee and go to safari. So we had everything packed, the car is ready, the devotees are ready. We're just about to jump in, and some devotee says to us, oh, have you told Guru Maharaj that you want to go to the safari? So I said, good idea, because in case Guru Maharaj looks for us, or, you know, something. So a couple of us went to Guru Maharaj and said, Guru Maharaj, you know, this devotee is here, I want to take him to safari. And Guru Maharaj looked at us with a very straight face, and said, you've just come out of the 8,400,000 species of life, and you want to go right back into the animal life again. He said, we got the message straight. We went back to the temple, did some kirtan, and that was the end of the safari. So yes, Guru Maharaj is very conscious about how we used our time, how we spent doing things. And even though Guru Maharaj is not physically present with us, these sort of impressions have stuck on, both from what I've heard directly and what I try and hear from other God brothers and God sisters. And I really appreciate that heaviness or that directness, because nobody else will tell it to you that way, you know. We live in a world where everyone, if it suits them, it's okay. If it doesn't, you know, but Guru Maharaj cared about us, so he said it as it is directly. And I really appreciate that, because without that, where would we be? Would we be equivalent to animals, we would. 4-legged animals and 2-legged animals. So yeah, I'm very grateful to Guru Maharaj and all his training. Yes, it was, we'd see it often as heavy, but if you really cut through the noise of you thinking it's heavy, you could actually see such a big benefit in what was being taught. And when we apply that to our spiritual lives, then everything is better, is refined, is much sweeter. So yes, I'm very, very grateful, Guru Maharaj, to all the things you've taught us. And I look forward to learning more through Vani, through the association with my God brothers and God sisters. Yes, I'm grateful to be able to share a little bit about Guru Maharaj. Thank you all very much. Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Thank you, Mother Mangal Prabhu. That was really humorous. And you also brought the achievements to the forefront in a different way of looking at it. So thank you so much. That was really good.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, you're a very dynamic preacher. Thank you very much.
Well, you're most certainly dynamic. I'm trying to follow in your footsteps.
No, I'm an old man now. I just got beaten up by 30 kids. So
maybe a young soul in an old body, but not more than that.
What are you trying to say?
Hey, I can vouch for that.
I'm saying you're young. I'm saying you're
very
young.
old. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Really good. Really good.
Now,
mindful. Mauritius are at least 3 hours ahead, and I'm sure tomorrow is a working day as well, especially for Karuna and Parshuram, Sitaram. So would you like to offer some words to Guru Maharaj? Sitaram? Oh,
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Where's that?
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Smriti Krishna Swami Namine. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Smriti Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pracharine Nirishe Shunyavadi Paschat Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhaktivedanta. Guru Maharaj ki jai. Yes, Guru Maharaj came in Mauritius the first time in 88 and 1989. And at the time I was very young, in my 30s. So one person came from the south, now he's a sannyasi. He told me, please Prabhuji, please arrange a program for His Holiness Krishna Das Swami Maharaj. So I took 2 days leave and arranged that program in the south. It is quite amazing. Some 700, 800 people were gathered there. And when Guru Maharaj came at the podium with there, everyone was very happy. Now, the 2 days was very nice. We followed with prasadam and everything. Guru Maharaj was very happy. While he was going back to England, he told me, you send your letters to getting initiated. But I did not know what is initiation, what is it. But next time he came, he was just searching for me. He did program in the north, I see, in Katrubon. He was just searching for me. But in the year 1990, he saw me. As he saw me, he told me, you send your letter. I was amazed, Prabhuji. I was very much amazed. And it was a Ram Navami day. He gave me that name, Sitaram Das. So everyone was happy. I myself, my family was happy. My father, my mother, everyone. And my mother, afterwards, she took initiation from him, and her name was, told you a minute, I forgot his name. Okay. Since 20 years, my Mataji have passed away. So when he came, he saw me, he just told me, arrange for some program again in Mauritius. And after all, in the year 19, before passing away, he told me, Sitaram, I want you to come to at Kalki Dham and do service over there. At that time, Guru Maharaj holding program everywhere. What happened? I learned that he was already passed away. It was quite difficult for me to find out where to go. Kalki Dham, it's, you know, Kalki is in the north of Bharat. It's quite difficult. So Guru Maharaj says that the scripture, and one thing I want to add, the scripture says Guru Maharaj never leave his devotees, never leave his disciple. So sometimes it happened. Guru Maharaj told me, I will do my best, just try to proceed with your devotional service and I will take you come back to Godhead. This was a very nice sentence which he said. And every time when I do Guru Praja every morning, you know, thinking these words, my eyes waters and what to be done. Okay, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hey Krishna, thank you very much. That was quick.
Yes, Prabhu.
No, thank you. And thank you for sharing your initiation as well. That was really good. Nice to hear.
Yes, yes.
Karuna, would you like to speak?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Karuna.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutaya Shrimati Krishna Swami Nami. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutaya Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nami. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Devi Shesha Shunyavadi Pashadi Shikari. Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Puja Guru Maharaj, please accept our humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. On the occasion of your Vyasapuja, we fallen souls, we continuously seek for your unlimited guidance and mercy. Patita Pavan Guru Maharaj, you are our eternal savior. By the mercy of Sri Krishna and Srila Prabhupada, who came to Mauritius to save us all. Your bold preaching acted as a tsunami in Mauritius and shook off the deeply rooted materialism from our souls. Your effulgence was the sword of spiritual knowledge that cut through the darkness of ignorance we were living in. We are enormously grateful for making us associate with this wonderful Vaishnava family. Please keep us under the shelter of your divine lotus feet. We continuously pray for your blessings, and please forgive us for our offenses. Your servants, Karuna Bandar Devi Dasi, Chitramanjari Dasi, Bhakti Nisranjani and Taresha. Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Ki Jai.
Okay. Thank you so much. It was a nice offering, Karuna. Guru Maharaj would have been very pleased because the tsunami he did create.
Oh yeah.
Mauritius was always, he would give us such amazing news from there, like change the names of towns and villages and roads and extraordinary preaching.
Meeting all the leaders.
Meeting the leaders, yeah, that's right. Really classical, amazing activities. Very good. Chitra, would you like to say anything?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutaya Shrimati Krishna Swami Nami. Namo Vyasapuja Krishna Pistaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyabhari Prashtajatishtari Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. I would like to thank Guru Maharaj for the mercy on us, because his last visit to Mauritius, I usually travel Guru Maharaj to Gangatalao. So on the way, he was giving so many instructions to me, because my Pitashri was very ill in the hospital. So I tried to manage to bring Guru Maharaj to tell the Guru Maharaj about the health of Pitashri. So the doctor was telling me that maybe there is no way that he will be here now. So we must be very strong. So I went to Guru Maharaj and tell Guru Maharaj that the doctor is saying all that. So I was very anxious about the health of Pitashri. Then Guru Maharaj was telling me that, you know, Chitra, Dattatreya won't come now, because I will go first, and then all my disciples will follow me. I was very shocked, but really when Guru Maharaj passed away, so it's only 1 month after that Pitashri lived. It was very it was very shocking for me. And one thing that Guru Maharaj told me that you will get the association of all the disciples, of my disciples around the world. I was thinking, so I will travel a lot. So I told Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, I will travel a lot, Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj was laughing at me and said to me that you will see. Just listen to my instruction. So I keep quiet and listen to Guru Maharaj. But when we were on Zoom, I was really very shocked that how Guru Maharaj has been able to know that we will get the association on the Zoom. That's really extraordinary. Okay, Hare Krishna.
We can't hear you, Prabhu.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. That was really amazing. He predicted the Zoom, and he also predicted the Corona. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Really good. Hare Krishna. So Parshuram, Prabhu, you can speak.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
First of all, I would give a big applause to you, Prabhu, and Mataji Jayanti for creating this opportunity so that we can interact with all our God brothers and God sisters. I think you should keep up going this wonderful task that you have taken.
Thank you. Your blessings are very important. If your good wishes, your blessings, actually, it's possible, you know, with the devotees' kind mercy. Please allow us to do this.
True, but you are doing a very wonderful job.
Now, just trying to do a little, what can we possibly do for Guru Maharaj? You know, he's done so much for us.
So I will just read my offering for Guru Maharaj. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Krishna Das Swami Tinami. Puja Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances at the dust of your divine lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you on this most auspicious day of your Vyasapuja. Guru Maharaj was asked by His Holiness Giraj Swami Maharaj to come to Mauritius to do mass preaching among Mauritian people who were at that time not so favorable about Krishna consciousness. Guru Maharaj started coming to Mauritius as from 1988 regularly and stayed for 2 to 3 months, mainly at our two main temples, Krishna Balaram Mandir and Shri Shri Radha Golokananda. Guru Maharaj in Mauritius will always be remembered as a powerful ISKCON sannyasi who brought the real spiritual revolution among the Hindu community. Guru Maharaj's strong and bold preaching, as from the beginning of the 90s, reached in every town and remote villages of our island. Guru Maharaj's instruction at that time was clear that satsang should be organized nearly every day. And we still remember Guru Maharaj's pravachan in town and villages, which at times went beyond midnight. We as devotees became tired and fell asleep, but Guru Maharaj would go on with his pravachan continuously. The audience were really amazed and enthusiastic by Guru Maharaj's strong pravachan, at times on Krishna and on and mainly on Ram Katha in Mauritius. And most of the pravachan was nearly in Hindi, which the people, our local people, really appreciated it. By the end of the pravachan, many people were so inspired, and many of them would promise Guru Maharaj, okay, we will become vegetarians or follow the regulative principle. We still remember in many places where pravachan were held, Guru Maharaj used to ask our Jays Bhrata, Sri Prabhu Dattatreya, and other senior disciples to invite the head of villages or leaders of any socio-cultural group or organization. During these pravachan, Guru Maharaj used to ask the name of the villages or name of the street and convince the leaders to have their name of the village or the street to be changed. Today, we can say that thanks to Guru Maharaj, we have many places named as Vrindavan Road, Hare Krishna Road in Mauritius. It is due to Guru Maharaj strong pravachan and conviction that we have these names of roads having changed.
Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Yeah. Guru Maharaj had a vision for our small island. During his regular visits in Mauritius, His Holiness met so many dignitaries as well, such as the former president of Mauritius, the former Minister of Education, and he presented them with Srila Prabhupada transcendental books. And this had a tremendous impact among the dignitaries. And Guru Maharaj even had the program which was organized at our national TV, special program and pravachan broadcasted in our national radio and TV channel in Mauritius. Even the local newspaper, there were articles with the title, His Holiness Krishna Das Maharaj determined to make Mauritius the first Krishna conscious country. Guru Maharaj even met with the chief of the army staff and the Mauritian police force, and several pravachan were organized for the army personnel, for the police also. And with, I think, Guru Maharaj helped to install the shivling at the Ganga Talav, which were being managed by the head of the chief of the army staff there in Ganga Talav. Every year, Maharaj liked to have the holy darshan of Ganga Talav. And in the nearly, especially when Guru Maharaj used to come in the months of February, and most of our devotees we had to go with Guru Maharaj to do the parikrama of Ganga Talav, and also we had to arrange for prasadam, and we shared it there with Guru Maharaj. But every time Guru Maharaj was coming, so we had to organize this parikrama of the Ganga Talav. And if I go on, I would say, what about our national airport? Guru Maharaj used to distribute laddus to all the airport staff, even at the immigration, police, custom, airline staff. And Guru Maharaj inspired a lot of these people. Each time Guru Maharaj used to come to Mauritius, they especially leave their job for a few minutes and have the Holy Darshan of Guru Maharaj. And this was even at the arrival and at the departure. People like to greet Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj used to distribute them laddus. And he was well known at times when Laddu Swami will come to Mauritius and will have his Holy Darshan. And this was, and this time we witnessed other sannyasi take the same line to distribute prasadam. But this was originally created by Guru Maharaj, who inspired all those people by giving them laddu at the airport. We can say that Guru Maharaj set the landmark, and today ISKCON devotees do have priorities at the airport. People do recognize ISKCON devotees. It is due to Guru Maharaj. They are given at times some concession if they travel. If they are devotees, they do get that respect and that facility. Due to Guru Maharaj, we can say that with a short lapse of time, many people in Mauritius became devotee and started coming to the ISKCON temple regularly. Many of them started following the principles, the regulative principles. With time, Guru Maharaj made many devotees and disciples in Mauritius, and we were always enthusiastic, and we'll wait for Guru Maharaj arrival next year. Guru Maharaj bless our small island, and everyone staying on his transcendental presence and hard preaching work. We will always be, I would say, indebted to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj's blessing and teaching will always remain with us. I bow to his lotus feet. Hare Krishna. Your insignificant disciple, Parshuram Das.
Jai. Guru Maharaj ki jai. Parshuram Prabhu ki jai. Amazing, amazing offering. Thank you so much. I can just imagine Guru Maharaj listening to this and laughing, and yours and Madhusundu and Madhumangal and offering. He'd be so pleased with the offering. He used to always, as Madhumangal said, reciprocate with the devotees. And especially on Guru Purnima, Vyasapuja, he would be so happy. And you really nicely summarized Guru Maharaj's incredible contribution. He used to be so proud of you. And he used to tell us, he came right into the aeroplane, and we were the first to leave, and he was so proud of you, and Maitreya. That such fantastic service that you were doing for him.
We do remember that we had another Prabhu who was also working at the airport. Left his body some years ago. We used to go to the airport with a big garland, and everyone was just watching at us. What is happening? So Guru Maharaj, we go and pay our obeisances directly on the plane. Everyone was watching us. And then Gaul and Guru Maharaj, everything. And then Guru Maharaj will come among the first first people out of the plane. And no formalities, nothing. Passport will be taken, luggage will be taken by another devotee. Guru Maharaj just walk and distribute prasadam, no formality, no question to be asked. He just go out. And this happened every year like that.
Amazing. I don't think anywhere else in the world it happened. Huh?
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
No, nowhere else. Amazing. Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing it. Really, you brought Guru Maharaj back again. It was really good. Thank you.
Guru Maharaj used to be very pleased.
Yes. We lost you, Madhu Prabhu?
No.
Sorry, my system shut off at the same time.
Yeah.
I was saying Guru Maharaj used to be very pleased with Prabhu's efforts.
Yes.
When he would come and he would tell us how he was received in Mauritius, and that was the benchmark for everybody, that, you know, this is how the devotees are serving me, you know. And he was very, very appreciative towards Prabhu, your service, and the other devotee who used to serve Guru Maharaj through the airport, because as I mentioned, it was the benchmark of serving the Guru. How you expertly navigated Guru Maharaj through the airport, and the respect, because for people watching, they can see this is a person to be respected. So that honor you offered Guru Maharaj, we are also grateful for that.
For sure, yeah. Thank you, Madhu Mangal. I remember, Madhu Mangal, when you did your offering last time, or maybe not last time, but the time you, Guru Maharaj laughed and laughed at your offering. It was so funny. And always can never forget those moments, you know.
I think that's why Guru Maharaj gave me the name.
Well, you haven't quite fulfilled it yet. Your belly is not quite there yet.
I'm trying to lose weight. I've put on 6 pounds in the last 3 weeks. So.
Oh, I think you better start going the other direction.
Off luggage completely.
Yeah, then we would feel a little better, because mine is going in the wrong direction. Oh yes, Ram Dulara or Dulari, if you're able to unmute and maybe offer some words for Guru Maharaj. I think they struggle with the internet. Anyway, maybe later. So I was thinking Mahatma, then Atma, and Uddhav. So Mahatma Prabhu, would you like to offer some words? Okay. Atma. Great. You're on mute. Oh, we can't hear you actually. You're not on mute, but we can't hear you. Can anybody hear Atma? Might be our problem.
No problem. No, we can't.
Earlier she had that issue when she was trying to sing the bhajan.
Yes, log in again. Yes. We might let you in.
Okay. Uddhav Prabhu, would you like to read while Atma's getting ready?
Sure, Mataji, Prabhuji. I don't have anything to read, but I can just...
Yeah, you just offer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's nice. Yeah. Very nice.
Om Agyantimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. I would just like to express my gratitude for picking me up from the most abominable situation and giving me access to such wonderful international community of devotees, and making me a part of ISKCON and giving me access to Kalki Dham. I would be always grateful to you. And I was thinking about it, and I thought I should remind myself every day, and I've started doing it. I should remind myself every day of the day when I got initiated in the morning, and that would help bring back the enthusiasm and the commitment that we all feel at the time when we're getting initiated, and that slowly sometimes tends to go down over time. But if we remind ourselves every day of the day when we were initiated, what our state of mind was, what our goals were, that should always help us and keep us on the right path and with full enthusiasm. So that's what I'm going to do now. I've started doing, and that would also help us in a way to keep us connected to you, Guru Maharaj, because and this becomes even more important when the spiritual master has left his physical body, because then we tend to we don't get the physical association, and we tend to kind of lose contact and just take things for granted and start associating with other people and other devotees, which is good. But sometimes we don't see, and ideally we should see our spiritual master when we interact with other devotees as our Shiksha Guru. We should see our Guru, Diksha Guru, talking to us through those devotees. But sometimes we tend to forget that if we don't every day in the morning meditate on our spiritual master, and on the day when we got initiated. So that's what I'm planning to do from now onwards, Guru Maharaj. And thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna. That's a
Krishna.
very good point, actually, Uddhav Prabhu. Well, I think I put that into practice as well. And we do remember him very often, because going through these classes and all that, it's always you always remember his quotes or words that come from him, you know. But it's very important to remember that connection. I like that point. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very nice. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Atma, are you?
Hi, Krishna. Can you hear me?
Ah, yeah. We can hear you now.
That's better.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, I just changed my laptop completely.
Oh, okay.
I just logged on with another laptop just in case.
Right.
I'm not sure what the problem is there. So, okay. Om Jnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimati Krishna Das Swaminiti Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Dearest Guru Maharaj, so I haven't written an offering, but there was a few things that I was recently reflecting on. And one of them was that, like, Srila Prabhupada always, in his letters that we read, I mean, I've never met Srila Prabhupada myself, but in the letters he writes and everything, he always signs by saying, "Your ever."
I can't hear anyone anymore. Hare Krishna.
I think we lost Atma.
Okay.
But while she's hopefully joining back, we can read Hara's offering. She sent her offering. Couldn't join us, but she sent an offering. So,
Okay, so this is the offering from Hara to you, Guru Maharaj. So, my dearest, most beloved Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to Sri Sri Gaur Nitai. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I cannot express the gratitude I feel towards you for accepting such a foolish, insignificant, and ignorant person, and by God's mercy, giving me a chance to understand about spiritual life, the purpose of this precious human life. As I reflect back, it amazes me just how compassionate you were. I knew absolutely nothing, not even who Lord Krishna was, but you still accepted me as a daughter. I was deep into materialistic life and selfish, and even that didn't put you off. By your mercy, I was saved. I miss you so much and remember you daily. You molded me into becoming a servant to respect others and serve the deities. At the time, these things were a new challenge, and I really enjoyed being a pujari or flower arranging or cooking for you. But now my life is changing into a different direction. I now like to read Srila Prabhupada's books. I finally found the taste and can't believe just how spiritually inspiring and amazing they are. I loved Srila Prabhupada's Illamrit, so humbling. To read of the endeavor and trials Srila Prabhupada experienced just to fulfill his Guru Maharaj's instruction to preach in the West. I realized just how little and insignificant have been my own endeavors to serve you. I'm so sorry, Guru Maharaj. It is only by our material separation that I'm understanding the special mercy and blessings you causelessly showered upon me. They were so undeserved and unappreciated. I now witness the new generation taking initiation, and they are told not to expect to have any direct communication with their spiritual master. There are mentoring and monitoring processes in place to ensure that devotees are receiving training and guidance as required, but they do not get to bond and form a special relationship with their Guru Maharaj. How very, very fortunate are your disciples who could literally communicate with you whenever they wanted. How very fortunate we were, and how very unfortunate we were not to have made every second count when we were with you. I'm also trying to do more Harinam, especially in Spain. The Spanish citizens do not like reading. Therefore, the best method of preaching to them is the holy name. With your blessings, I'm practicing more Harinam singing and plan to do street Harinam soon. The local devotees all remember your visits around Spain, and His Holiness Yadunandan Maharaj was fondly recalling your visits, especially when he was translating for you. His Holiness Yadunandan Maharaj came to Malaga recently and really liked your photo in our home. It brought back memories for him. By your continued blessings, I hope that I can help share the holy name and inspire others into Krishna consciousness. Dearest Guru Maharaj, the pain of separation is hard, but I understand it is temporary and we will be reunited. Many years ago, you promised to deliver us all, even if it meant that you had to drag us by the hair and take us to Golok Vrindavan. That literally is the only way I have any chance of returning to Godhead, and I patiently await the day you come looking for me. Please do so soon. Life on this planet in Kali Yuga is getting worse. I miss you loads and hope that you are enjoying pastimes with Lord Krishna in the spiritual world. Please don't forget me ever. We are spiritually connected, not materially. With all my heart, your insignificant daughter, Hara Devi Dasi.
Hare Krishna, that was really good, Hara. Well done. Nice offering. And Atma, you're back. Some internet issue.
I think today is not my day. My computer just decided to go blank.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Problem with technology. Yeah. No problem. Carry on.
Okay, I'll start after the mantras. I already said the mantras.
Yep.
I was just reflecting recently on some pastimes and some things about Srila Guru Maharaj. So one thing I was thinking about was I've never met Srila Prabhupada personally, but I've read his letters, and in his letters, he would always sign "Your ever well wisher." And it's sometimes difficult to understand what does your ever well wisher mean? Because especially in this world, I feel like most people are selfish in some way or the other. But I was just reflecting on these words, and I was thinking recently that these words are personified by Srila Guru Maharaj, your ever well wisher. And recently, I don't know why, but I've been thinking about this more. There were so many things that Guru Maharaj would say to us. He would correct us. He would say, do this, do that. And at that time, I could never understand why is he saying this? I mean, it didn't make any sense at that time. Many years later now, all of a sudden, it starts making sense to me that Guru Maharaj was not just thinking about that moment, he was thinking about our Krishna consciousness in total. He was thinking about how can we make progress. He was also thinking already in the future, what could be obstacles and what could stop us. So he was already warning about that, do this so that, you have a better Krishna conscious life. So that is one thing that I was really, really reflecting on recently, and it makes more sense to me. And now I wish I'd actually followed some of his instructions at that time and taken it like full-heartedly, as compared to like not doing that. The second thing I was thinking about was that Guru Maharaj always saw the soul. He didn't see the body. And this, I realized from a personal pastime that I had with him. So when I was a teenager growing up, I'll say I kind of like had like an identity crisis. It was very difficult for me to like understand. I was like really going through this whole identity crisis issue. And I know I was quite a lot on the bodily platform. And I remember once I was in Ladysmith and Guru Maharaj had started giving a class already. So I went into the class, I paid my obeisances. And as I was paying my obeisances, Guru Maharaj said something to me. And those words like just came like a shock to me. It was simple words, right? Normally we hear that you're not this body, you're a spirit soul. But as I bowed down and as I stood up and sat down and looked at Guru Maharaj, he looks straight at me in the eyes and he says, remember, you are a soul and Krishna has given you this beautiful vehicle as a body. So take care of the vehicle and use it for service to Krishna. Now, it sounds like very simple words that we hear all the time. We read in scripture all the time. It was just that the timing of that was so potent because exactly at that moment, I was having that identity crisis issue. And just the way Guru Maharaj said it, it was like, just like he was like directly speaking to me, directly speaking to my soul. Another thing that I really remember about him is his sharp memory. Now, especially like I can't even remember something that happened 2 hours ago sometimes, or even if I need to do something in the next hour, unless I write it down, I can't remember. And I know it's technology, that's a big culprit, but Guru Maharaj's memory was like super sharp. Anybody who would meet him, he would remember, even if it was many years later. And I remember before I got initiated, when I met Guru Maharaj, he asked me what my name was. So I told him what my name was. And then he tells me, no, this name is not good. I need to change it. And that time I was like 13, 14 years old. So he's like, tells me this name is not good. I need to change it. Now, every time he would come, I would think, okay, I need to get a new name. So Guru Maharaj would keep on telling me, no, don't worry. When the time comes, I will change it. And then like 3-4 years later, when he gave me initiation, I was very surprised because Guru Maharaj said this after he gave me a spiritual name. And this was something that had happened many years ago. And I mean, like Guru Maharaj had so many disciples, he met so many people around the world, but he remembered that he had told me that he will change my name. And he told me during the initiation ceremony, he said, I told her I will change her name and I didn't because I wanted to change it now. So it just made me also realize how personal Guru Maharaj was with every single person. The other thing I was thinking about was about him engaging us in service, which is something that I really, really miss. And now, I wish I'd taken more advantage of it. I remember one of the last services that I did for Guru Maharaj before Guru Maharaj left this material world was cooking for him in Potchefstroom at Priyavat Prabhu's ashram. So what happened was Ansuya Didi couldn't go down to Potchefstroom early, and this was during the Gita Mahayagya time. So, and I always had this desire to cook for him, but I knew I wasn't a good cook. I mean, I was much younger than the rest of the devotees. They had so much of experience and everything. And I didn't think there was any chance. So then Ansuya Didi told Guru Maharaj that I will be going down with him to Potchefstroom. So he calls me into his room and then he says, can you cook for me? Now, I was like very surprised and I was very scared, to be honest, because I was like, I've never cooked for him. What if I mess up? What if I do this and that? And then I mentioned some things to him. And then he asked me, have you cooked for me before? So I said, Guru Maharaj, just helping. And I got a big chastisement. And he said something very important that I wish he did before. He said, if you don't take opportunity of the service now, when will you take that opportunity? And I never realized that would be the last time that I would actually, get to do that for Guru Maharaj. And I mean, like sometimes I was thinking it's so easy to take for granted that, there's so much of time remaining, we can do it next time, and all of that. And sometimes we don't really get into the service, just thinking that we take things for granted. And that was another thing that I learned from Guru Maharaj. I remember being in Lanesia once, and Jai Krishna Prabhu had come from the temple. So Jai Krishna Prabhu had mentioned to Guru Maharaj, he said, Guru Maharaj, there's nobody to do service at the temple today. And Guru Maharaj said to him, he said, Beta, if there is nobody to do, and if you have the opportunity, you should always say yes. Never say no to service. And that was something that really resonated deeply with me, was that, because normally, we check our schedule to see, can we do the service or, things like that. But Guru Maharaj specifically said at that time that, if you get that opportunity, do it, because it's not that, like service is always there. You're given that, like, opportunity, you're given that, I don't know what that word is, but it's not that it's like, it's just sitting there waiting for you. You're very privileged.
Privileged, yeah.
Privileged, that's the word, yeah. You're very privileged to get that opportunity. So these are few things that I remember serving, serving Guru Maharaj. And I feel that I don't think of him very often as I should. And I sometimes think, like, especially as the years go on, it's very difficult sometimes. Like, I know that, like, if I try and connect, it's extremely difficult. And I know I've committed a lot of offenses to Guru Maharaj. And I sometimes hope that, that he hasn't rejected me for all of that, and like, I sincerely pray to Guru Maharaj that please don't reject me. I really need you. I know I'm a very fallen soul, and I know I don't deserve the mercy because of being so fallen, but please don't reject me, and please let me be in the association of devotees. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj ki jai, Atma Darshini ki jai. Yes, your humility is actually heartbreaking. No, you shouldn't be so humble. Guru Maharaj must be very proud of you, actually. So
not humble, it's true.
No. But you're absolutely spot on this point about the seva, and opportunity comes, just take it and don't worry, because Krishna will give the strength and Guru Maharaj will give the strength. In fact, in his order is also the strength to do the seva, So very nice point you made. Very good offering, Atma. Thank you. Shiv Dayal Prabhu, Hare Krishna, fantastic.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Very good, very good. Good. You must be very late in Bharat. So thank you for joining.
Yeah, in fact, I was traveling. I came from Kurukshetra right now.
Wow. Kurukshetra, what were you doing there?
I gone to meet some relation, my brother-in-law.
Okay.
He retired. He retired yesterday from service.
Right.
So I had gone to wish him well there.
Very good. So you'd like to say some words to Guru Maharaj?
After some time.
There's
I've just come.
Okay. Actually, Jayanti can do first.
Okay, I can do it, then you can do Prabhu.
Yeah.
Okay. Please accept my most humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet on this auspicious day of Vyasapuja. Guru Maharaj, you have given us such good grounding to make our spiritual foundation strong. You made so much effort to make us worthy disciples of your divine grace. You have left so many instructions which help us in our daily lives, in our preaching, and help us progress in our spiritual journey. Thank you for your dedication to your disciples in uplifting us from two-legged animals to humans. You trained each one of your disciples personally in all aspects of spiritual life. We're so much indebted to you and ask for your blessings to carry on giving Krishna to everyone, just like you have taught us. We can never repay the debt to you and would like your blessings so that I can continue serving the Vaishnavas and support all the devotees in all the preaching work that you have left for us to do on your behalf. We are able to continue preaching even in these times of COVID only by your mercy and your blessings. Thank you, Guru Maharaj, for everything, and please keep me always at your lotus feet so that I can assist you in serving the lordships. The fallen daughter Jayanti.
Hare Krishna.
Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Okay. Shiv Dayal Prabhu, you're welcome to speak. And Mataji is there as well, huh?
Also here.
Fantastic. Hare Krishna. Good to see
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Very
Hare
good.
Krishna.
Nice to see you, Mataji. Missing your company. Very good. So you're welcome. You're welcome to speak if you like. Okay.
Right. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glory to Guru Maharaj.
Ki jai.
Guru Maharaj was very kind to me. I had all his blessings. He encouraged me to get initiated. I was reluctant, but with his blessings, I did it. And I'm doing it right now also, only because of his affection for me. And Guru Maharaj was very kind to bless me to visit our ashram here on 2 or 3 occasions. It was only his mercy. And before Guru Maharaj left this world for heavenly abode, Guru Maharaj was kind enough to visit here, and Navi Prabhu was also with him. Guru Maharaj was not keeping well at that time, and a day after reaching here, my Gurgaon ashram, Guru Maharaj had to be shifted to the hospital. But even in the hospital, Guru Maharaj was always very alert about everything, about medicines, about his reports and everything. And what doctors were saying, Guru Maharaj would ask me, what is the report? What's the report of the test? I said, this is the BP report and this is something else. No, it is normal. It is my normal report. Earlier also it was like this. So Guru Maharaj knew all these things, and even when Guru Maharaj was not in very good position, but he was very alert at that time also, and Guru Maharaj desired that he should be taken to Vrindavan. Navi Prabhu was here, Strugan Prabhu was also here, Gautam Prabhuji, he also was here. Other devotees also came, Narayana Prabhu from Vrindavan. So, as Guru Maharaj desired, Navi Prabhu took him to Vrindavan. I also followed with everything in my another vehicle. So, Guru Maharaj was a towering personality. He came from a small village in Punjab, not much known even in other parts of Bharat. It is a very small village. But Guru Maharaj brought this name on the world map. Now Daulatpur, the Gaushala, they are world famous everywhere. It was only because of dedication, devotion of Guru Maharaj that he was so keen that Gaushala should be established there. Temple of Nishkalan Kalkithar Bhagwan should be established there. Guru Maharaj would visit there. Navratra Puja, Ramnami Puja, Deepavali Puja, Janmashtami, everything was being done there. Only because of this COVID, things have discontinued. Nobody is going there. I wanted to go there, but Tamal was not well. He advised me that you should not come right now because I am not well. He was having fever. It was only last week. So I came back from Jalandhar, from Hoshiarpur. So it is only love of Guru Maharaj that we all occasionally meet through this technology, Zoom meetings. Navi Prabhu is doing a lot for us, holding classes daily on regular basis. It is really great work. Only because of blessings of Guru Maharaj. Not much to say, but Guru Maharaj was very strict also. One person known to me came here to meet Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj asked him, "Are you taking onion, etc.?" He said, "Yes," because you should stop taking it. So he was reluctant, and Guru Maharaj scolded him like anything. So that person has not visited me thereafter. Anyhow, Guru Maharaj was very kind to me. It is only because of his blessing that we all are progressing towards the ultimate goal. And Navi Prabhu is now helping, and everybody else is doing a lot. So I'm really thankful for giving this opportunity to me to speak to you, something which I could randomly, spontaneously. So thank you very much, Navi Prabhu. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj.
Jai Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj Jai. Shiv Dayal Prabhu ki Jai. He was very proud of you and the whole family. With the...
Guru Maharaj loved me. Guru Maharaj loved me a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, Mahatma, are you able to unmute and say anything? Otherwise, and Ram Dulari.
Is this Mahatma Prabhu from Coventry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, I haven't seen him from years and I still remember him.
Yeah. Yes.
He was one of the first devotees with whom I got the opportunity to touch Guru Maharaj's feet.
Oh, really? Wow. He's a nice devotee. He's such a nice devotee.
And Guru Maharaj was very appreciative of his attitude and humility.
He's a very gentle soul, isn't he? So
very gentle, yes.
Okay. So
doesn't look like.
Okay. So I can do an offering. Namo Vishwadaya Krishna Varsaya Bhutale Shrimate Krishna Das Swami Namane. Namo Vishwadaya Krishna Varsaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Vicharine Nirvisheshwani Vadi Paschatya Desharine. Om Gyanam Timirandasya Gyanam Jalasarakaya Chakshuran Militanyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So we are very fortunate to have Guru Maharaj as our spiritual master. He really did open up the eyes. For me personally, Guru Maharaj, without you, there's absolutely zero hope. Even with you, as Hara says, there's zero hope. You have to come and drag us back by the hair. There's not much hair, but he has to come and take us back. I don't think there's too much doubt on that. Kali Yuga means, just the impurities and the sincerity is just not there. But what to do? We try to do as best as we can, but ultimately we are dependent on the mercy of Guru Maharaj, and I have got no doubt that he has taken responsibility for us, and I am pretty sure that he will fulfill that responsibility. He's never not done that. He's always done his duty. He's always been there for us, and there's no doubt that he will continue that. There's so many pastimes, there's so much memories of being with Guru Maharaj, and there were some tough memories when he would chastise, but the chastisement always was for our own good. He often used to say that, if I didn't care, I wouldn't tell you off, and he did it for our own benefit, our own good. And over the years, we can understand exactly where Guru Maharaj is coming from. He was always a pioneer, as Madhu Mangal Prabhu said. I remember the time when he went to America. He was there first, and I joined him later on. And he was so familiar with the New York temple, and the devotees there loved him so much. And the congregation, he would go and visit them, and I would be following in his footsteps, And he was amazing. He had such close connection with, within like a week. it was extraordinary. And then Trinidad, yeah, and Trinidad, he was, his mood was such like a father. He was like explaining to the congregation, almost every lecture, it was a similar sort of theme that, you know, don't feel that you are second class, because all these places, you know, this sort of indigenous population was always undermined, and he would give them so much confidence. He would talk about Bharat and how, you know, foreign people gave the name India, and so etc., and how we can rise above and really stand up for your duty and your dharma and your you know, your position within Krishna consciousness. He would always be inspiring, and it opened up the eyes, how he would go, and as Parshuram said, he would continue talking. Devotees might be asleep, but he would just carry on, and the congregation would be amazed how such a strong person has come to give them some really amazing knowledge and some information that they've never heard before. So he did that throughout his preaching. I remember the time when we were invited to give a lecture at the mosque, and we were thinking what to do. We never talked in the mosque, and luckily Guru Maharaj was arriving just the weekend before. So when he arrived, we asked him, and he said, of course, I will come. He was never scared of a challenge. Huh? He would take anything on, head on. And that fearlessness, he was well known for, very well known for. So we very kindly, he came to the mosque, and again, he won over the Muslim community. They invited him again and again, and to meet their leader, and he handed over a Bhagavad Gita to them, or a few Bhagavad Gitas. It was just extraordinary to see how his interfaith was so strong, because he, of course, knew the philosophy of all the traditions. So for him, it was very easy. He gave us great grounding in doing some preaching, trying to do some preaching. And as we know, it's without the blessings of the Guru, we can't do anything. Without the blessings of Krishna, and we can't do anything anyway, even with the blessings of the Guru. It's actually the Guru and Krishna is doing it, and we're just sort of taking the credit for it. But this is Guru Maharaj's kindness that we are able to, in any way, shape, or form, do any seva. He always be missed. I personally don't really miss him, because he told me not to, and told me to just do seva and do as much as you can. A bit like what Atma Darshini lady Mataji was saying. Very, very nice point, that do the seva. And if you're asked, just get on and do it. You know, don't say no. And we've had a few challenges with various situations, but somehow or other, the doors of services just keep opening, and we don't say no. We just say yes, yes, yes. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. And somehow or other, you know, Guru Maharaj and the Prabhupada, Guru and Gaurnitai and the Lord just allow us to, you know, take the credit, and they of course are doing all the hard work. And the support, I have to say, that we've had from the devotees, from Guru Maharaj's disciples, has been incredible. I'd like to name a few, but I better not, I'll get in trouble. But especially there's one soul who's really supporting everything so much. It just gives you that confidence to do as much as one can, you know. Don't say no, just say yes. Really grateful to Guru Maharaj, and grateful to my God brothers and God sisters, and every day we have the great fortune of listening to Karuna, singing these bhajans of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I never in my life imagined. I had these songbooks from 30 years ago. I should look at them and thinking, there's no way I'm going to sing these. But at least let me read them, and I've forgotten a lot of the content. But now, every day we get this opportunity to participate in the singing and, getting to understand what Bhaktivinoda Thakur's mood and knowledge was. Amazing. And these bhajans are the most incredible bhajans. It's very, very fortunate, I have to say, even though these times are a little challenging and we don't get the opportunity to go to this wonderful holy land, Kalkidam, Vrindavan, Gurgaon. But we don't really miss either, because the service has been provided for us to do and we're just getting on with it. So it's a shame, but at the same time, there's a blessing within that don't have to go too far, just continue with what you're doing, and the Lord and Guru Maharaj will protect and take care of us. So I wanted to end there, and if there's anybody like to say any last words to Guru Maharaj, please do feel free to do so. I know somebody says something and I think, oh yeah, I wanted to mention that. So if anybody would like to share anything, please go ahead. I'd like to thank everybody for joining. It's just very special to be with the God Brother God. We don't do it often enough, but anyway, it's a nice occasion to get together. Guru Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Uddhav Prabhu, anything you'd like to add?
No, Prabhuji, nothing right now.
Okay. He was always very happy with you and Dad, and I mean, Pitaji, sorry. Dad, if I say Dad in front of Guru Maharaj, you got a blasting, But it's really good, really good. All right. Yeah. Madhu Mangal Prabhu?
Yeah, just something quickly that will.
Yes, go ahead.
I was just thinking about how Guru Maharaj loved each and every one of us. And that showed in his behavior. And sometimes we may have had different, interactions with Guru Maharaj, but he loved every single one of us. Even in his chastisement, even in his love, even in anything and everything we did with Guru Maharaj, he always reciprocated. And I want everyone to remember that Guru Maharaj loved and cherished each and every one of us. And that we should never ever feel that we are alone. Guru Maharaj is always with us. I just wanted to say that.
That's a nice point. He did say to me that, because I was saying to him, I'm going to miss you, when you go.
Yeah.
And he said, that's stupid. He gave me a bluff. Why are you going to miss? You're going to have time to miss me? You should do your seva. You're going to do so much seva. Yeah. So much to do. How are you going to miss me?
Yeah.
Just do the seva, do the service.
I can completely imagine Guru Maharaj saying that. I remember in South London, I came and he gave me some heavy chastisement. I can't remember what the chastisement was for. It was very heavy. And I just offered dandavats. I mean, I had no response to that, so I just laid down. And Guru Maharaj said to me, I'm heavy because I love you.
Yeah.
And he said that directly. There was no sort of trying to read between the lines or anything. He just said it as is, that I'm heavy because I love you. Remember that.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I know that he loves me.
Yeah. He would. Yeah. He also would say something like, if I didn't care, I wouldn't chastise you. I just leave you alone.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, that love is there. And in everything we do, I mean, I was just, again, sorry, I know we're out of time, but I was remembering this morning, I did the offering and I was emptying the bowl. And then, when stuff gets stuck around the bowl, Guru Maharaj never took the spoon and, scraped and made those noises. he took his thumb,
Yep.
curved around it, and he said the thumb is designed in a perfect curvature with the bowl. So when you put it round with your thumb, everything comes out cleanly. And as I was emptying that bowl, I used a thumb, and I was thinking of Guru Maharaj. I said, I wish that was your thumb, Guru Maharaj. Yes.
Yeah, that's a really nice realization, actually. Yeah, very good. Yeah, thank you very much. It's nice when we get together like this, because these things, like Uddhav was saying, you know, this every morning, just remember the initiation. Really nice point.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful that the Prabhu shared, you know, because with time we tend to forget things. We just carry on. We become comfortable, but reactivating that, you know, you often think that was when I was most serious, you know, when I got initiated. So yes, that's very nice.
Yeah, no, very good, very nice. Thank you for sharing, Madhu. Thank you for you really such a dynamic preacher. I like you.
Hare Krishna. I'm not anything. I'm just
really
following
good,
in the sincere
really
footsteps of my God brothers and God sisters. You know, Guru Maharaj was one. You know, I always often see women empowerment and this and that, and I always laugh because I said Guru Maharaj is the first person to establish women temple presidents, women temple commanders, head pujaris. Guru Maharaj knew. He said, the Prabhus don't know anything, you know, the Matajis, they can cook, clean, set up everything, and, you know, it's all sorted.
That's right.
So, whenever there's always a discussion about women and, you know, this and that, I said, Guru Maharaj knew all of this. You didn't have to get involved in these conversations. He just sorted it out.
Yeah, very true, very true. Yeah, they're the force. And without them, what would we be doing? I've been thinking about my breakfast. Hey, where's my breakfast? I always ask her this. What am I having for breakfast? Oh, here it is. Don't worry. Don't panic.
It was already on the table, Prabhu. You just didn't look at the table.
That's right.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
No, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Jai Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
my
Yeah, Ravi, thank you very much for everyone and for participating and contributing. And nice to see Madhu Mangal and his enthusiasm.
Nice to see you too, Madhusudan Prabhu. You know, you said such beautiful words, but they weren't about me. That was Guru Maharaj's glorification. So I can't accept the things you said about me. That is all Guru Maharaj. That's Guru Maharaj's glory and his mercy. So, but it was wonderful seeing you yourself as well, Madhusudan Prabhu.
Yeah. No, it's because to actually see even Parshuram Das, yeah, talking about the Mauritius and the airport and renaming some of the roads and all that, and we used to hear about all these things that Guru Maharaj actually, although he was very staunch in the Sanatan Dharma and the Bharatvarsh, but he also knew historically how Bharat has gone through some tough times, you know, under different rulers and Sanatan Dharma. So he know historically where everything stayed in his place. So he wanted to fight for that and justify that, and especially in Mauritius and places like that where the communities were brought there to serve the British Empire and all the different empires and everything, and in West Indies countries like that as well. But now we say about the indigenous population, you know, even within Bharat, you know, the people were being converted forcibly, and Sanatan principles were put aside, and Hinduism, you can't still even, you know, schools are not supported, but other organizations are subsidized and supported and all that. So what we're doing in a platform like this, Nabi, enhancing the education, the Vedic knowledge, that's what Guru Maharaj would have stood for. But anyway, thank you for your contribution. And whatever we can, I hope we can do some more service, but just waiting for more inspiration and instructions to come. Okay, Haribol.
Thank you.
Bye.
So, Sitaram, you were saying something?
Yes, Prabhu. You know, my Mataji's name was, initial name was Maheshwari Devi Dasi.
Wow.
Yes. Very, very beautiful name she
Yeah.
had got.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Very
Thank
helpful.
you. Thank you for sharing that.
Okay.
Okay, dear
Krishna.
devotees.
Can I share last thing?
Yes, Karuna.
Yeah, just to mention that in Mauritius, all the lady devotees that were being initiated, normally they were residing in the temple. So
Oh.
we were, my sister and myself, we were not in the temple, we were with our parents at home. And the temple president didn't agree to have us initiated. So he rejected the initiation thing. So he had to face a very tough time with Guru Maharaj. And finally he had to accept it, and then he gave the initiation, how do we say that? He accepted that we should get initiated even while we were staying at home. So really that was amazing. Everyone was talking about that, and how was it possible that we were not staying at the temple and we are having initiation. So that was really something incredible. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't realize that actually. First time I'm hearing that. Well done.
Yeah, it was a long fight for years.
Wow.
Yeah, because we got initiated in 93 and we submitted our letter in 90. So 3 years.
Wow. That's amazing. Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Yay.
Brilliant. Madhu Mangalpa, shall we finish with Nishinga prayers? We normally do the Nishinga Kavach and other prayers, but I think, I think it's a bit late. So why don't we finish with Nishinga prayers at least, and then we can close. Thank you.
Okay. Would you like me to lead them?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
We haven't heard you for a long time.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Namaste Narsinghaya Prahladaladai Hiranya Kashipur Bhakshaha Shrilatankan Kala Ito Nishingo Barato Nishringo Yato Yato Yami Tato Nishringo Bae Nishringo Hridaye Nishringo Narashringamadhim Sharanam Prapadi Avakara Kamalavari Nakam Adbhuta Shringha Dalita Hiranya Kashipu Tanuvringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadi Shahari Jai Jagadi Shahari Jai Jagadish Hari Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hari Jai Jagadish Hari Jai Jagadish Hari Jayo Nishingare 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 Jai Nishingare Bhakta Prahlad Jayo Bhakta Prahlad Bhakta Prahlad Bhakta Prahlad Jaya 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 Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada Jai Gurudev 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 Jai Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol Maharaj ke rakshak, hum sabi ke rakshak, Shri Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki jai. Bhakt Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Nitai Gaura Premanandi.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Mother Mangal Prabhu. Very
Thank you
good.
very much, Prabhu.
Take care, everybody. Thank you so much. Fantastic celebration, actually. I really enjoyed today. And I hope Guru Maharaj is pleased. I'm sure he's pleased. So, Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Thank you, Atma. Thank
Hare
you so much.
Krishna.